Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Mount Pleasant, Michigan, and the home field of the Central Michigan Chippewas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Washington Huskies, taking on last year's national champions, the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Huskies will kick this away to start us off. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Off the play fake on first down. He escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. The receiver grabs it. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. They'll run it from the gun. He's past the marker and still going. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Trying to run it. It's Ncaa. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Same tailback, another carry. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Huskies. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Chippewas offense back on the field. Last time they went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. The pass is intercepted. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He's got it looking for the end zone. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Washington, 14. Central Michigan, 0.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Here's the handoff running behind the big right tackle. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up. Looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. Picks it up himself and still going. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
It's a bullet, but incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Short completion to the tight end. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
Now, a 4th down.
So, Kurt, it's Washington in front. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Pressure is coming. Gets into space at the 50. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Out of the shotgun, they'll hand it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught by the receiver. Tackled, but 1st down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. Avoiding the pressure, moving out to the right. He pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
The Chippewas come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the single back takes the handoff.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Chippewas. A great catch and run for 6. Well, they swirled it. Down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitching catch.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Of course, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage. The defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
The Huskies will bring their punt team onto the field. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose.
They fumble on the punt return, and now some new life to this offense that just left the field just a few moments ago.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Huskies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. The Central Michigan offense back out on the field now. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? He escapes the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down now after the sack. Wants to throw it. It's an out route. The catch made. Football comes out. And the ball rolls out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but it's short of a first down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You could almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
He's going to take off here. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Breaks into open space. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds him open on the right side downfield. 30.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the first down in the process.
And the Chippewas lining up here on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, they trap him for a sack. Defense spends their 2nd time out to regroup.
When the defense took the field, they mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A play action looking to throw. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield with the left. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
If it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the 1st half.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Fair catch called for, but there's a flag down. We'll see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense gets a 2nd chance at points here after that special teams roughing penalty. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackle tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Chippewas will kick it away to get us going in the second half. The kick mishandled. The ball is loose. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. They're fortunate to have the lead at the break with those pass protection problems to see if they can clean that up here in the third quarter. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
With the catch, it's Terrell. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. It's an option look. The ball is loose in the backfield. And the defense comes up with the football.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here comes the Central Michigan offense back out there. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Touchdown, Chippewas! As the QB fights his way into the end zone. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Washington offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Chippewas offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Has the first down and more. Breaks into the clear. Past the 20. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Touchdown, Central Michigan. What an amazing comeback here.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Offense spots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On first down, it's play action. Fine time now, rolling to his left. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away. Well, this is what we hoped for. This is what we expected, Kirk. A tight, tough battle between two really good teams. Now, who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these two teams have actually lived up to the billing of two top 5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now, with so much on the line early in the year, tight game, who's going to make the plays to walk out of here the victor?
So, 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's 2 straight incompletions. You hate for this offense to squander such really good field position. Let's see what they dial up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chippewas.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass caught near the sideline, but it gains nothing.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. It's a big pickup after the catch, and more importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Hebe keeps it himself. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. The Central Michigan offense back out on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And it's caught across the middle. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Central Michigan. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Play action here on first down. Contact as he threw it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, well, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able.
The QB throws his third pick of the day.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Here comes the Central Michigan offense back out there. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chippewas.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. In the shotgun, handoff inside. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. On the move now. It's caught. A quick shoulder pass there. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call.
With such tough field position, at least you get some positive yards to give your punter a little bit more room, and who knows, maybe he can flip the field for you.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Escaping the pocket, now moving to his right. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, this decision clearly backfires on this offense. Backed up inside their own 10-yard line, and you go for it? I mean, I get being aggressive, but that's just not smart football.
The controversial and unsuccessful 4th down decision has set the offense up 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line. And it's Central Michigan on top right now. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
That's another touchdown for these guys. And they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
56, Washington, 21.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. And he drops back in the gun. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Here he goes. Out past the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion are what can really hurt you as a defense.
Grab down the middle. It's Leon. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Try and muscle for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And the wideout goes in motion. Grinding away on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback shaking off that hit, but the roughing the passer penalty gives the offense 15 and a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
And the Chippewas getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Washington, 21.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points and they have to score quickly. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll be taken down. Marker on the field. If it's on the offense, that'll be a sack. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The catch is made for a huge pickup. He's in the clear. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user have not turned the game off and reset their plan into the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
63, Washington, 27.
Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
Here comes the Chippewas offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Central Michigan. No chance to catch him there. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense in a split backfield now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pocket breaking down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Crosses the 10. Oh, and he goes out at the 1. So close to a pick six there, but a great play.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Off the play fake on first down. Snags a quick throw. And we will score. Touchdown, Chippewas.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's tackled at the 6. Bad field position. Don't know why he brought that out. So the drive will begin backed up at their own 6-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get.
A deep shot to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
But here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
They're trailing by this much in the fourth quarter. The defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
With this big a fourth quarter deficit, defense playing smart. Very well prepared for these four verts. Quarterback's going to have to find a way to deliver accurate passes downfield if they want to come back in this game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Not an accurate throw by the freshman quarterback. Threw it behind him.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the fourth quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Incomplete again. A third straight misfire. Brings up fourth down now.
Well, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
Looking for a late deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, I thought they had a real chance here to be able to cut into this lead, but the quarterback gives it back to the defense, and the climb just got much steeper as they're running out of time here in the fourth.
First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. They'll run the option. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Here's the handoff. They'll try it off the right tackle. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
They've converted one of their 2 fourth down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Oh, and he'll take a sack on the final play of the game with the W.